Hello there. Hope you guys are having a absolutely wonderful Wednesday. I am super excited to be able to share with you today about fertility and hormones. Those of you who are hopping on for the very first time to see me or to learn from me, my name is Kelly Frick. I'm a wellness and oils coach. I love being able to bring lots of great information to you about how to heal and to have hope with our health. So let's dive on in. We're going to talk about our fertility and hormones. As women, we a lot of times have many aspects of our hormonal health that can really cause lots of concerns and frustrations, right? We can see that there's lots of things that can get disrupted, but we tend to forget about how beautifully and wonderfully made we are. So first, let's understand that our menstrual cycle is something that is actually healthy and that it's a beautiful biological experience that shouldn't be suppressed artificially. And it's when we try to alter it that we're not allowing nature to take its course in how we were designed, that actually starts creating some disrupt and issues with our cycles. And that by monitoring our cycles, by really understanding how we're made and how our cycles flow and go, it's not just about achieving or avoiding a pregnancy, but also about cleansing our system and staying on track hormonally. So when any of this gets out of balance, it can cause lots of issues with our fertility, with PMS, and so much more, right? So there are several things that we can actively do to take control and to understand our hormones and our cycles. So things that we can do to empower ourselves in the whole sense of our health is we can chart our cycles. We can make certain dietary changes. We can address our movement that doesn't stress out our hormones. We can use essential oils to prevent and alleviate hormonal fluctuations. And we can also, which is probably the number one and most important thing to do, is to practice prayerful meditation and tapping to connect the emotional traps or the emotions that might be trapped into our health and into our system that could be causing the physical health issues. So let's address the very first one that I talked about, which is charting. So what does charting your cycle mean? This means there are several different methods out there that allows you to be able to track and see exactly the fluctuations, the beautiful rhythm of our estrogen raising, our progesterone lowering and raising, just this beautiful flow. And some of the methods that really help you to be able to do this are, the number one that I really advocate is Creighton Fertility Care. Then there's Billings method, there's couple to couple league, and these are all really great science-based methods that help you, again, chart and track your fertility as well as your cycles, regardless of whether, again, you're trying to achieve a pregnancy or avoid a pregnancy, or whether you're trying to just understand your hormonal health of why do you have PMS? Why do you have these different things going on with your body? And if you're really struggling with infertility issues, the method Creighton Fertility really addresses infertile care and infertile situations. It really gets the nitty-gritty of it. That is what I practiced for many, many years as I was struggling with infertility issues. So the second thing that we can address to really help boost our fertility and our PMS symptoms, to minimize our PMS symptoms and normalize our hormones, is our food, our dietary needs. So eliminating things like grains, sugar, dairy, alcohol, coffee, all caffeine type of products, these can especially be problematic to hormonal fluctuations. There's lots of other foods that can be problematic for inflammation and stuff like that, but specifically grains, sugar, dairy, alcohol, coffee, these become problematic for our hormonal fluctuations of our cycles. And they especially create issues with our estrogen levels. So in addition to good nutrition, improving our supplementation also helps. So taking a supplement like the Lifelong Vitality Pack through doTERRA really helps to fine-tune your nutritional needs and allowing your body to absorb the nutrition that you're getting from your food, allowing your body to do eliminations that it needs to, helping your body with brain health, just so many different things. A really great resource to fine-tune your hormonal dietary needs would be going to Dr. Sarah Godfrey. She has really great information. She specifically has a book called the Hormonal Reset Diet. And there's just her blog itself just has great resources, fine-tuning about us as women, right? And focusing on how we can meet our needs. Then the third leg that can be really helpful and supportive for our fertility and hormones is movement. So we need to remember that we as women are not created equal to men, all right? In this sense, what I mean by this is that our bodies are unique and different and beautiful, and we need to start respecting the differences that we are, and that we need to understand that we cannot and we don't work out the same as a man's body. That when we try to work out too long or too intense, or to try to do a routine or a workout that was developed specifically for men, it can create havoc within our hormones and in our system. When we drop our body fat percentage too low, it also creates hormonal disrupt, right? And so some really great resources to understand how movement works with our bodies as women in balancing our hormones and keeping our cortisol levels lower and proper and all that stuff are resources like JJ Virgin and Dr. Alan Christensen. They both have exercise programs geared specifically to care for our hormones versus harming our hormones. Then the fourth area that I want us to really address and think about is how essential oils can really support and nurture our hormones, to not only from managing our hormones, but regulating our hormones and all sorts of things. So we're going to look at the top 10 oils, which is digestion, on guard, lemon, oregano, melaleuca, frankincense, breathe, deep blue, peppermint, and lavender. All right, and the reason why I'm going to address these top 10 and how they can specifically help our fertility and hormones is because they can meet 80% of our nutritional or our needs, our health needs, whether it is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, right? So they can meet 80% of our health needs. And then as we get to improving our hormone health and fertility with these oils, we're able to then fine tune it with some of the more out there type of oils, right, that we hear about and we read about and everything, but are more specific. It helps us fine tune what's going to be our specific needs with things like clary calm, balance, ylang ylang, clary sage, geranium, cypress, thyme, fennel, chamomile, basil, and rosemary, and wild orange. And what's really cool is several of these oils that I just mentioned are actually in some of the blends that are in the top 10 that we're going to be addressing. So specifically looking at now our fertility and our hormones, there are times in our cycles, whether it's before we're about to start our period, whether it's dealing with our final cycle of life, right, of hormonal life, and there's so much cattywampus going on, right? We can get hot and clammy and just this fluctuation of hormones. And peppermint can really address and support that need of just staying cool and calm and relaxed. Balancing our hormones sometimes is a matter of getting to our immune system and helping our immune system run properly. And so oils like On Guard, melaleuca, and frankincense can really help support our immune system to then balance out our hormones. When we find ourselves having a difficulty achieving a pregnancy where it's more than just that difficulty, that situation of where you're going to a doctor and you're really seeing specialists and stuff like that, and it's been around a year or greater of not being able to achieve a pregnancy, it can be very disheartening and very overwhelming, especially when a family really wants to be pregnant. So by addressing our nutritional needs and our imbalances that might be going on, we can do that with digestion, which has fennel, and that supports our toxin cleansing. And it also, ironically, on the flip side, for a woman who has achieved a pregnancy, it can help increase her milk supply. And then chamomile, which is in deep blue, it really helps support us emotionally, the pain that we can experience emotionally of not being able to achieve a pregnancy for a really long duration of time. Now, when we enter into our final season of our fertility, everything can really go haywire, really just go off kilter, off map. So using oils like lavender to support our calm, to use oils like deep blue and peppermint to cool and soothe our aches and pains. Oils like Breathe reminds us to focus on the here and now. And then when we struggle with that crampy feeling, the PMS, stuff like that, these are real issues for many women. And so oils like lavender, deep blue, digestion, peppermint, and On Guard all really help support those fluctuations of hormones right before and during a cycle. If a person is experiencing irregularity, oils like peppermint, On Guard, lavender, and digestion can really support that. Then deep blue, lavender, and digestion can also help support when you're having irregular and heavy bleeding. So to help minimize that heaviness. When your ovaries are needing a little extra boost and a little support of regulating those hormones, digestion, On Guard, and frankincense can come in and really do some great work for your body. Breathe, lavender, and frankincense can help with the irritability, and lemon and digestion can really help with that listlessness, right, and our tired feelings. And some women they do experience weepiness during their cycles, and so lemon can really help just rejuvenate and restore and just be uplifting for that. And then the fifth prong of helping support our hormones and fertility is through prayer, meditation, and tapping. So what this does is it helps our take out of our system that fight or flight problematic response that our body has when it gets under stress. And remember that hormone fluctuation can be very stressful to the body. So what it does is by tapping, doing a prayer, meditation, and tapping together, it moves that fight or flight back into the frontal lobe so that we're able to just really be there, be present in the moment, to start dropping our cortisol levels and to take away that fight or flight response. So summing up, by addressing our hormone and fertility care, first with the top 10 oils and nutrition and rest and prayer, we are able to really fine-tune what are some of the other oils and practices that we may need to incorporate to meet our specific unique body's needs and wants, right? And then we're able to really live and breathe and thrive in how beautifully, wonderfully made we are. So I hope this was all really super helpful for you today. If you have any areas that you would like to be able to address more specifically, or to be able to make an appointment with me, I would love to be able to share from or learn from you, to share with you. I really enjoy the fact that you guys hopped on today, and if you're catching the replay, still, send me messages, comments, share this video with all your loved ones, your friends, your family, especially any woman that you think might be struggling with fertility or hormonal imbalances. I would love to be able to help. So again, if you have a story that you would like to share with me to help you get started on your healing journey, just message me or comment below and I'll get in touch with you. We'll make sure that we connect. And then also, if you'd like to learn how we can make a roller bottle specifically for your needs as you start this journey, a free roller bottle, please message me or comment below, and let's get this wonderful healing journey going for you. All right, you have a beautiful and blessed day, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon and hearing back from you. Take care, and God bless.